Is Apple finally planning to introduce a flip iPhone? According to a new report by The Information, Apple has at least 2 active prototypes of foldable phones. Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley joined us now with more. So active prototypes, what does that mean?
It means a few things. It means that they are interested in this kind of technology. It's something that other competitors have out there. We have Samsung and Google with flip phones right now. There's a bunch in China, and I think that's really where the kind of interest lies, especially for Apple. You're seeing more consumers in China pick up foldable phones. They're advanced. They have better capabilities. They're also pretty darn cool, right? I mean, I've used them a couple of times, and they're fun. So I think what Apple's trying to do here is kind of what Apple does, keep up with the Joneses as far as what's popular and then add its own spin on it, provide its own capabilities. The big thing here, though, is it's a prototype. It does not mean that one is coming. Apple, like every other company, develops prototypes and then shelves them forever. They go in that little, box from, Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, and just sits in a warehouse somewhere forever. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get one, but the prospect, it's looking a little more promising, though according to this report, it wouldn't happen anytime in the next, year or so.
And some people, they might be asking, what could they do with a flip phone that they couldn't do with this? Right.
So that's a good idea, a good question. The idea is that, this is a large phone, right? Where's my my iPhone? I have the 15 Pro Max, so it's a big boy, kind of chunky. The idea would be, okay, well, I don't want this, big screen, or I want a bigger screen than this. I can just fold it in half and then just drop it in my pocket, and there you go. With Samsung, they had the Z Flip and the Z Fold. The Z Flip, this right here is the Z Fold, where it kind of opens like a book. The Z Flip is one that opens like a clamshell, and so the clamshell design, I'm gonna be honest, is awesome. Yeah. I love it. You can unfold it halfway and then let it sit on its own and prop itself up and then take selfies. It's also incredible to slap that thing shut when you're ending a phone call, even if you're not mad at someone, just to be, feel like you're like
satisfying finality of ending the call.
Bam.
So, Dan, obviously you've had experience with it. For viewers who are not familiar, Dan went to South Korea, got to see how the flip phone was made, got to test it out. How is that thing selling for Samsung?
For Samsung, they're selling surprisingly well. They are more expensive than most phones, right? So the Z Fold is the most expensive. That's the Fold right there. The Flip is less expensive, around $1,000. I believe the Fold is $1,800 around there. So it's a spicy meatball, as I guess someone would say.
You just did.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was on the train yesterday and I was watching a show on my regular size iPhone, and the guy next to me pulled out like an iPad or something, and I thought, that would be nice to watch something on a bigger screen, but I don't want to carry around the iPad.
Yeah. And that's the exact point there. So I mean, you get the bigger screen, you get the better styling because it does look really nice, and there's more functionality to it. So I think if Apple can do it, they will. I just don't think they're going to release something that's frankly kind of bulky when it's folded up, like Samsung's devices.
Yeah, you can see it though. Higher price, meaty margins, China.
I mean, that's the big thing I think is for them, is for China.
Yep, makes sense. Dan, thank you as always for joining us.